close to my face. I'm gonna have to change that really quick. That should be better. Maybe a little like that. Got the girl right behind me.
Can you put this on my desk, please?
Give me 1 second. Okay.
You can take the thing that says please keep names and answers appropriate.
Eat. Oh, that's also the wrong thing. Give me 1 second, guys. That is not the Jackbox thing.
No, that is the Jackbox.
But I mean, like, we don't need the Jackbox thing. Where did I put that dang thing? Is it in here? I don't think it's in there. Oh, it is in there.
Oh, check.
Bingo, bingo. Alright. You text your friends?
Can you put this on my desk, please?
Yes, sorry.
Your headphones are on the bed. I'm sitting on it. Do you eat my... Yes, you do. You go in here and eat my Reese's.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put your legs down? Because it's hard for me.
No, because I'm freezing. I'm sorry. I'm very cold.
It's okay. Where did my drink go?
On the bed.
Where? On the bed.
I don't know. I saw it on the bed.
Okay. I don't know if you answered me, but did you send it to your friends?
I'm working on it.
Oh, okay.
I have to get the link from Twitter.
I will get chat open in the meantime.
Please
I like it. Should I make fan art for every stream? I mean, if you want to.
Maybe that should be the thumbnail. Lucario just makes fan art and we make that the thumbnail for the stream.
No, I didn't mean to do that. Nope. Get out of here. Oops. That's what I wanted to do.
Jen said, bro, that intro music was kind of annoying, not gonna lie.
Sorry about that, Jen. I may switch it up. I can't read chat. Why can't you read chat?
Dan just sent me the link to the stream.
Yep. I sent it out as streaks. Oh. I think I know what you mean, Lucario. Sorry. It should be all set now. Alright, so that's currently where Olivia is.
spoiling anything in chat yet.
No one's spoiling anything. It's like 2 people here.
Don't spoil things in chat.
Nah, they won't. They won't. I got it.
Alright.
Where is everyone? I don't know. People will show up.
I assume. Maybe later. Also,
Share it with your friends. Share it in Discords.
before we start this stream, I want to make an announcement. I found this tiny bunny with one ear when I was cleaning my room.
Okay.
I just want everyone to know that I love him. He's a really good boy. He's gonna chill. He's gonna chill right here.
Like, he's going to fall off of me. It's not going to work.
Can I get him to fit in my collarbone?
Probably not. It's not gonna work.
I fit him.
It's
in my
alright.
collarbone. It's
He'll
okay.
chill. He'll be watching this stream with us.
He can watch this stream.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, speaking of announcements, before we start the actual stream itself, I have made a YouTube channel. I'm gonna shamelessly self-promo on stream because I actually enjoy making videos a lot, and I have been having such a fun time editing them. But if you go to, if you search if you search Olivia Rose on YouTube, you should find my channel, and you should subscribe. And if y'all are a fan of Splatoon, you should go like that video, because I worked really hard on that, and I was really excited to post that. Ask Dan, I worked really hard on that video.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go check out the new outro made by Dan. It actually came out really good, and I really like it a lot. And then give me some suggestions of what you guys want to see on my channel, because I say a lot. Whoops.
That's okay. So stop saying
Working on it.
It's okay.
So, if you guys want to see something specifically from me, and you don't want to come to his channel to watch it,
Because
or
I'm lame.
he's not lame. I mean, if you want to come to my channel to watch me do something separate from him, or something that you just want to see me do that he's already done, leave it in the comments on my most recent video.
Oops. I'll turn off notifications. Sorry about that.
And what else was I going to say? You can also follow me on Instagram at ThisIsORose, and on Twitter at TheRealORose. Sorry for the shameless self-promo, but I'm excited about new things. So if you guys want to see that, Lil Olive 596. You know what? Maybe that'll be my next endeavor. I make a whole parody of Dan's channel. What?
Yeah, just don't worry. Get off your phone during the stream. You pay
Get
attention.
off your phone during the stream.
Who's gonna read chat?
Me.
No, the fuck you're not. Now that people are spoiling shit.
Don't spoil shit in chat. Maybe
Get
I'm-
playing then.
I'm
I'll
gonna
take care of
face.
stuff. Do it. People are
my
waiting.
face.
We're waiting.
Who's waiting? Lucario?
3 people.
You, Lucario, and Jen.
Okay, so give the people what they want. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over the past couple days.
Shut up.
Okay, then do your thing.
Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Olive Oil. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I hate doing those, because I don't know how to do
Don't
them.
do it then, it's alright.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. Just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. She then turns it upside down and lets all the contents spill out onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So you're either not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Oliver to let me borrow some money. That's...
Lucario sub to you.
Bless the fuck up, Lucario. I think I got a notification. I'll check in a minute. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only...
Okay.
You should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Oh, Carly's typing. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys that she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whap. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles out onto the desk. Ow, what was... A cookie! Sure enough, there's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. Must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? Wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I really don't, really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
Interesting. Very interesting. I guess we got musical talent in the group.
Mans says no spoilers and then spoils things.
That is not a spoiler at all.
I'm sorry, not a spoiler. You hint to things
that wasn't a hint or anything.
Ah, interesting. Very interesting.
That someone has musical talent? Is musical talent not interesting? You have musical talent. It's pretty interesting. It's not a spoiler. Okay.
Dad got mad at me the other night for
spoiling JoJo's. Yeah.
I didn't spoil anything.
Yeah, she did.
No, I didn't. I clarified something I had said the day before, and he was like, "Stop spoiling things."
DZ even said himself, the game is very interesting.
I'm gonna hit you. He said, "To be fair." Oh, hi, DZ. I'm itchy. Oh my god, can you chill?
I didn't even say anything.
You looked at me like...
I looked over to see what you were doing.
Itching my face?
Okay, sorry for looking over.
I'm gonna bite you. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Olive Oil. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sorry, my eyes are itchy. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
DZ said, Mom and Dad, please stop fighting. Ice and I are scared.
So our children are DZ, Ice, and Sophie?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Should tell Sophie she got 2 brothers.
Brother.
Anyway. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening in on one of Sayori's conversations with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Well, if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? After they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Well, what kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes. Ah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Why is she so close to me? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry, wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than anyone. You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. Yeah? Okay. Next time you sleep in, I'm gonna look at you like that. Ouch. Sorry, sitting in the way that I'm sitting really hurts my elbow. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that.
Do you think that they're actually being mean, or they trying to help out? Like, what is your opinion on that?
I was just trying to help.
But do you think she's taking it personally though?
Yes. Oh. Just like I do.
Yeah. No, but like, so like if your friend had like toothpaste in their shirt, would you point it out to them, or would you just not say it?
If they can clean it up, yeah. Like, I think I've said that to people before. I'm like, you have toothpaste on your shirt. It'll be like white. It'll be like here. Yeah. It'll be like, hey, you might want to go to the bathroom and wipe it off your shirt.
It's almost like like if somebody has like food stuck in their teeth, it's like, do you want to point it out to them, or do you not want to point it out to them?
So the rule is, if they can fix it in 5 to 10 minutes, you tell them about it. But if it's something they can't fix in that period of time, you don't tell them.
I always feel awkward or bad about it because like I don't want to embarrass them. Like, hey, you got a piece of food sticking out or stuck in your teeth. Like, I feel like some people are like get embarrassed, like, oh my gosh, like, whatever, blah blah blah. But then I don't know. It's also like, I'm trying to help you.
I feel like if you tell them too loudly, they'll get embarrassed. But if you're really quiet about it, I think it's better.
Send the text, hey, you got some teeth.
You got some teeth stuck.
You got some teeth stuck in your food.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Oh, that was kind of rude. Mean. That was rude.
That was fucking mean. Fuck that. No.
Yikes.
That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. No, that's fucking rude. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is the worst angle I've ever seen of anything.
Best angle ever. Also, her eyes kind of look like Pokeballs.
Also, this is just what happens to shirts if you've got any kind of titty.
It just
button up shirts pull if you have any kind of chest. It's awful. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. That's really how it be. Titties are an inconvenience. Does this thing even fit you properly? I did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger.
Hey, let's go, titties.
That's just how it be. The mailman is here. Sorry, I got distracted. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. This man is stopped in front of my house. Oh, he's putting a package down. Okay. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
Nah, show the titty. What
logic is that?
Titties get views.
Why are you saying it like it's a good thing?
Titties get views.
If I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Ooh, they flirting.
Dick.
They flirting.
I didn't say anything embarrassing. No, she's stupid. Well, anyway, just try to focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Ooh, got him.
Wrecked. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. I'm putting the bunny on my hand because he fell.
Okay.
Was Daisy here when I announced that I found a one-eared bunny on my floor?
One-eared bunny eraser.
He's an eraser, and I love him. He's very cute. Wait, what if I just put him...
He chill on keyboard.
You dare. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the mornings. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Fuck y'all. Okay, I see what you're typing. I used to go to bed like 10 o'clock at JWU when I went to sleep. And now that I am no longer in school
You
and
go to
I'm
bed at, like,
home,
2 in the
I go to bed
morning.
at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a lot of it's like anxiety induced, but also like
I don't know if I would really say anxiety induced, but more of the fact that like sleeping in during the morning is a lot better and staying up at night is a lot easier to do, because once you eat dinner is like a really big meal for a lot of people, and after eating a big meal, a lot of people usually have more energy. So staying up is it's
like,
also better to kind of stay up because it takes your body digest the food more while you're awake than when you are asleep.
It takes 15 minutes for your body to digest food fully. Fun science facts. I don't sleep. What's the bunny's name?
Jeff.
No.
I don't know. DZ's the furry. He can name
No.
it. Greg 2.
No.
Zipper from Animal Crossing.
Absolutely not. This is Steve.
The bunny's name is now Van Gogh.
Oh, the bunny's name was Steve, after Steve Harrington and
I thought it
Steve
was gonna be
Rogers.
Steve as in DZ.
Steve also as in DZ, I guess, but
Dave.
this is Dave. No, this is Steve Rogers.
He's not going to stay up there. I hope you know that.
He's chilling there now.
Okay.
Is he not in there now?
He fell over.
It's okay.
Okay.
He's chilling. He's sleeping.
Okay.
I
I just got in and we're already talking about furries.
Just the screaming emote. I love that so much. Nah, Van Gogh. He got what? He got one ear. Ooh,
Dude, that's
right?
true. That's true.
To be fair, I could name him Bucky, because Bucky had one arm.
Your dog's already named after that.
My dog's name is Bucky.
Alright, let's go. We got this. Here, I got it. You chill. As I rip your hair out.
Also, speaking of my hair, Dan told me my hair was crazy, and I was like, it's actually in a messy bun that looks like a normal messy bun and not crazy, so.
I don't know, girls' hairstyles.
Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems you wrote now?
Ooh.
Well, I can't wait to read yours.
Don't get to read the title.
Failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
Yo, thank you. Linda A. Thank you for subscribing, Linda A.
Thank you for subscribing. She's also following, I think, either me or you on Twitter.
Yeah, they probably just entered the giveaway. Lucaria the Thief just linked to Olivia's channel, so if you want to check her channel out too, go ahead and do that.
Thank you, Lucario. That's awesome.
But
is he putting spoilers in the chat?
Not spoilers, but stuff that you don't need to read. So don't look at my phone. It's not spoilers, but just play the video game.
That didn't sound suspicious at all. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? That's like me saying I watch JoJo and my favorite JoJo is fucking Jotaro. It's like she's dragging around dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. angry. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I am not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. That's either about Yuri or Monica. I think it's about Monica. To be fair, I'm not asking you to spoil it from it, but I definitely think that's about Monica.
I'm not gonna spoil anything anyways.
It's like a mix of Monica and Monica and Yuri, I think.
It's a good opinion.
Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. I need a notebook, sorry.
What do you need, notebook?
Or something.
Oh, that's where my Skittles went. Can I have those?
Those aren't even yours.
You're not gonna eat them, so they're mine. I don't like them, babe.
You literally went in there today to get a Reese's, which I'm going to eat one of.
I think I woke up at like 2 in the morning and I was hungry. So I ate a Reese's.
Congrats, there's no Reese's left now.
Oh well.
Also, if we're taking that poem literally, he's right. Fuck spiders. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? Oh, okay. I understand the meaning of the poem now.
Yeah?
Yeah. She's talking about herself in the third person. She's definitely talking about herself.
Why do you think that?
Because she likes manga, and like no one's her friend because of it. She's afraid that if she tells her friends that she likes manga, they're gonna not want to be friends with her and think she's gross.
Pretty good. That's pretty good. Big brain.
Big brain because I'm a lit major. Or I wanted to be a lit major. That wouldn't make me money. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. I like her a lot.
Natsuki?
Monica. Hi again, Olive Oil. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright, I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Apparently I geared my last poem towards Sayori, but I really don't remember what I put in it. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? Wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but there are some similarities. There are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So, I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poems. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I mean, I could be. Gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I could tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Oh yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing with chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. So,
that was actually a cool ass poem.
So, I know a little bit about technical stuff. I know the lights from, like, if you look into a projector, the lights that are in it are just red, green, and blue. I know if you ever look at any, like, glitchy, like, thing that someone puts over, like, glitchy transition or glitchy effect that people put over their text, it's always red, green, and blue, and that's it. She's a glitchy bitch. She's a glitch bitch.
Glitch bitch.
Y'all ever watch Antisepticeye?
Can I be a glitch bitch?
He's the glitch bitch. No. Excuse me, are you Antisepticeye?
I hope so.
He's the glitch bitch. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of your poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Aha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. This bitch really said save your fucking game right now.
Olivia's like, I'm on it.
Or when something unexpected may happen. I love that's a writing tip. Her writing tip of the day. Save your game. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? She is the game. Bet. She's the game.
Could be.
Yeah? Yeah? Hi. Hello.
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have the marker.
That was my fault. I should change that.
The marker's kind of broke. So.
Never mind.
Wait, what's up? Did you need something?
You wanted to walk the dog before dinner.
Oh, no. I don't feel
We can do it after dinner.
What do you feel now?
I had like a sharp pain in my side.
I don't know what it was.
I also don't know what it was, but I ate and I feel better.
I still think you walked it up. I'm making vodka sauce for dinner.
Okay.
You do that. Bye.
Okay, bye. That's Maria. That's my mom. Sorry, I got a notification in the middle of something. Oh, this guy really wants your land adapter.
Why?
Because he just followed my Instagram account. Oh my goodness. This is so good olive oil. Okay? I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. Ugh. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really. I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's olive oil poem. It's it's a olive oil poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's just why I go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. It's not. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Mood. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Wow. This game is really heavy on that foreshadowing.
What happened?
If you don't care about yourself, you might end up getting hurt. I feel like it's very heavy on the foreshadowing. I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? Melancholy. What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Melancholy. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug.
Oh, that's
and
cute.
make it a nice happy rainbow.
Aww.
That is really cute. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Olive Oil. Should write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And then I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes the bottle of the day to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Digging deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. I don't know. I can't really interpret that one.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty interesting.
No, it was interesting. I just can't really
I like the
interpret it. I don't know
concept
her
of
that much better.
happy thoughts in bottles, and you take one down when you're sad or whatever.
I just don't know. I think it's got like a meaning behind it, but I don't know Sayori well enough as a character to do any kind of deep analysis into it. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe it's because I'm used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Olive Oil. Your skills are already improving. Really? Yeah, thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid of being a little bit more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader into seeing into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. It's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. It was Tom Nook. He's trying to steal her bells.
He tries to steal bells.
That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. Sorry, it looks like a W. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions on the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry, and more frequently so, my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and feed myself again.
How do you know it's not Timmy and Tommy?
One raccoon.
Oh, only one? Okay.
Also, I feel like Monica goes, I think I know this from like maybe hearing about it. I think Monica kills the girls at some point. And I feel like she gets stabbed.
Monica gets stabbed?
No.
One
Yuri.
of the other girls?
No, Yuri gets stabbed. By Monica.
Yuri gets stabbed by Monica?
I think.
Okay. I'll have to play to find out.
It's a little bit more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Sorry, I wanted to check the time. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Why are you showing them Skittles?
We're talking about Skittles.
What the fuck?
Harvard said he wants me to steal more Skittles.
I don't even need to be here anymore. You can just talk to me about Skittles.
No. They said my stealing skill is -1.
I'm bad at this.
Yuri is the big titty goth GF in the group.
I don't know if she's goth, but...
She's got purple hair.
Okay. 90% of anime characters have different color hair.
Yeah, but goth people usually have, like, dark colored hairs.
Not necessarily.
I don't know, chat. What do you think? Do you think Yuri is a big titty goth GF? Or is she just big titty girl? Normal girl? I don't know.
It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About being ridiculed for strange interests? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if you can come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival?
Ooh.
Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival?
Sure do.
Sorry, can they see me still? The way I was sitting was hurting my back.
Not really. If you come this way more.
I can't really do that.
Or maybe if I do this a little bit.
Sorry, the way that I was sitting was really hurting my legs and my back. It's not like I could put anything good together in just a few days.
Yeah, I should be good now.
We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought I already told you about it. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event.
Apparently, I'm the real goth girlfriend.
As compared to me? Or...
Well, Average Lucario said, I think we can all agree that Dan is the real goth GM.
True. Dan's more goth than I am.
To be fair, every single pair of pants I own is black.
I at least own some normal colored pants. Sayori's putting on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. Did you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a few days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you in here in the first place? I know you do. We all do. If all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Could you do it?
I could.
Would you want to do it?
No, I don't really like reading my writing to people, but if I had to, I would. I wouldn't put up a fight.
I don't care at all. I will stand up in front of a crowd and people and say whatever. I don't know why, but I have no fear of public speaking. It's so weird to me that public speaking is the #1 like biggest fear, or most popular, or whatever. I don't know. I don't have it for whatever reason.
I do. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess it leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Heavy ass foreshadowing. Anyway. Oh,
what
God.
did she say?
This club is going to be the death of me. I think it's heavy ass foreshadowing. Anyway.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to make everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. You ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's... Oh, wow. Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called... After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce, confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. We were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Aha. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Olive Oil liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be the other poems that wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Olive Oil. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well Olive Oil lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, this poem is called Jump.
Yeet.
Yeet. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting a poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do this again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so, well, I guess in that case, you don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it is like now. What time is it, by the way, babe?
5:36.
36? It was 5:30 when I checked at my phone.
Yeah.
Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. Should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort in for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. That's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. It went from impressing every girl to just impressing Monica. Whack. Whack. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Alva. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of a question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Ooh, what would you do? Would you walk home with Yuri?
I would probably walk home with her.
With Sayori?
Yeah, I don't want to make people feel bad. I don't like making people feel bad.
But what if you make Yuri feel bad for not walking home with her?
Well, I think Yuri would probably understand better than Sayori because Yuri has a better head on her shoulders where she's, like, understanding, and I feel like...
You think Yuri's more understanding than Sayori is?
That, and I think Sayori would feel much worse than Yuri would.
Do you think Sayori would probably take it more personally?
She would take it way more personally.
Yeah.
Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Olive Oil. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it too, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. So kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. And then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time?
Alright, poem number 3.
I like pink. Some dark words in here now. if you hit the left, the right click, everything goes away.
That's weird.
I think I did not an equal amount for everyone, but I think I did enough for everyone. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah.
Monica said she was the last one in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club, now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're willing to help out for the festival, too. I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great. Weren't you just complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious foods. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid!
Inkwing.
Inkwing!
Inkwing.
Fried inkling.
Fried inkwing. That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. What? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Third wall breaking. She is the fucking game. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fourth wall breaking. Did I say third wall breaking? I meant to say
You said third wall.
fourth wall breaking.
Where's the first and second wall?
Gone. They already broke.
They already broke.
Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reaction aren't as funny as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. You're a dick! Oh my god. Your character's an asshole in this game. Not you specifically, but your character that you play as is kind of a douchebag.
Is he really?
Yes. Why would you just leave your sad friend? I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Hey, Olive Oil, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a little bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down at her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Olive Oil. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking with her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the one thing on her mind is you, Olive Oil. Me. How on earth would you come up with that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Olive Oil. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but it's impossible to do that when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh on me? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you! Eh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. You just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something came up for a minute. We can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me and I can tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. No, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? I guess so. Yeah. In that case, you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not that important.
What do you think?
I do that a lot.
Do you want someone...
anyway.
Do you want people to worry about you, or do you want people to leave you alone when you're having those days?
I like when people worry about me, but...
Yeah?
I don't know. I like how mixed with both. Can I have my Sprite, please? I need a drink. Also, sorry, I backed up quite a bit. Bork. I like how this is your stream, but I have been talking the whole time and there's no commentary on this game.
I mean, there's not a lot of commentary in a game where it's mostly reading anyways. I mean, we don't really need commentary. How would you read and give commentary?
I don't know.
It's not really possible. I mean, we can take breaks like this and talk about
I do need to take a break.
Things.
Oh my god.
What do you think so far?
It's very boring.
I told you, the first, 2 hours is boring. But then...
I want to stop, by the way, at 6:30 because I'm hungry and tired.
We're getting to a good spot where we can stop. After this day?
This day, I want to stop.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
So we'll do 2 days of video, or 2 days of stream?
Probably.
I think that's what we did last time, too.
It depends on how hooked we get once stuff starts picking up. Once the story starts to pick up. Yeah, I told you, the first 2 hours of the game is pretty fucking boring. But then, once the story actually starts to kick in, it's like you can't stop playing it. It's so good.
Someone's here.
Yeah, I don't know who that person is, but they have masks in their hand.
Oh, that's Danny.
No, it's not a boy.
No, it's his mom.
Is his mom blonde?
He is.
Maybe it's his mom then.
I don't know, I can't see past the window, so I'll look in a minute. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends.
To be fair, when I get in those sad, depressive moods or episodes, I just want to be left alone. I don't want people to talk to me when I'm like that because I can come off very snappy and grumpy. Or I can also give off
He also does that when he's hungry.
Yeah, when I'm hungry too, or
tired.
But if I'm having one of those sad days, whatever, I kind of just want to be left alone. Because if I have too many people coming at me like, what's wrong, like, I can always give off the wrong vibes that I don't really mean to give off, so.
Sometimes Dan is very mean.
I can be very grumpy.
Not mean, grumpy. Grumpy
Yeah.
is probably the better word.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Danny's mom. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Let's talk to Sayori first. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, olive oil. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, olive oil.
That's kind of cute.
I say that to you a lot. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. Well, that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. And sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life.
Aww.
So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you.
Aww.
Sayori? No. Olive oil. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? She's gonna cry.
She's got teardrops in her eyes.
She's so cute.
Aww.
I love her. Aww. Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori, I glance around the room to make sure that nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now.
Wanted another red Skittle.
Stop with the Skittles. This is emotional. Emotional.
Don't tell me it was them.
Stop.
No purple one. You get purple one after emotional stuff.
Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, olive oil. Just a little rain cloud. No. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Oh. I do that to you a lot.
What was it? I'm sorry.
She said, it's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. It won't happen again.
Aww.
She's so cute.
She's cute.
Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else.
Okay, Mom.
I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself.
Aww.
I'm fucking sad. No, I don't want to read any more poems.
How about... No, just keep going.
Fucking sad. Anyway. Hi, Olive Oil. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? Sorry, there's a man jogging in a bright red sweatshirt, and it was very distracting. No, it's nothing like that. I'm just used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the current winds. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and I fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But the hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds with a hollow voice. I have found every answer, of all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we only seek the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I read about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional. Ah, yes, that. No?
What?
No.
What happened?
Two-dimensional creatures is right. Two-dimensional is flat.
Yep.
Three-dimensional is
3D.
Dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
So no. Two-dimensional is right. One-dimensional, I think she means one-sided two-dimensional.
Could be.
I don't know. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response from something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of telling you that your writing is good or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way and will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. It's about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly glad that you're trying a little bit. Of course I'm not. Of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Oof.
Really? Well, if you end up just what if you end up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? It seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem up to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail. Remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach will be your own beach, your own escape. You'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write about a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with a message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized what we wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have both of us write about it or whatever. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making up something simple, making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Well done, Olive Oil. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember that, and remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend more personal time with all these girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone in their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself.
So maybe he actually ended up liking the club a little bit. So, what girl is your favorite now? Because at the start you said you're mixed between Natsuki and Yuri, or not Yuri.
Natsuki and
Sayori. You're still in between the two of them.
Mm-hmm. I like them both a lot because I relate to both of them a lot. So
if you had to pick one,
probably Sayori.
Probably Sayori.
I think I relate to her more. Have you learned anything about yourself, Olive Oil? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself? In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even in my opinion, even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe the most important thing is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. For me to have become someone whose optimism is fearsome?
I think that's opinion.
Oh, opinion, I'm sorry. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poems now? Okay, here. Beach.
A lot of poems about beaches today.
They literally said they picked she talked to Sayori and she picked a topic.
Oh.
Marvel?
I think so.
A marvel millions of years in the making, yes. Where the womb of Earth chastically meets the surface. No. Yes. It looks like it says chastically, but I think it's chaotically.
I think it's chaotically.
Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? On a will, waves send you crashing down into the blink of an eye. Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, I return to earth forevermore. I'm aware the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just said she wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But I suppose it's not a bad idea to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange right now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Yeah. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori is always helping lighten the mood. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Ah, she actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
Oof.
Oh, no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori.
Ooh.
And second, she's been kind of avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Okay, well, hold up. What do you think? Do you think you should have went home with her or no?
No.
Why?
Because she didn't want me to. If she wanted me to, I would have. But if she didn't want me to, she told me to stay.
So you think the character made the correct choice?
Correct.
Okay.
That curious expression from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can,
Ooh.
Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
She ain't got nothing.
Dinner. Okay, we'll be back in a minute. I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Olive Oil. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri both have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. Probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members?
Ooh.
How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose they wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you.
Oof.
It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Olive Oil might not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited in assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard can it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds like you're more just making excuses. Well, what are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work.
Here they go again.
I didn't mean to do that. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys!
What do you think is the harder task? Baking or decorating?
Baking is fucking hard. Baking, if you guys are doing baking right, it's fucking hard. Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Olive Oil to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know?
Ooh.
So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Olive Oil, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me.
Ooh, who you gonna help?
Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun.
You made up that decision really quick.
I enjoy baking. Sue me.
Okay.
No, it's really because I enjoy baking.
Okay.
Baking is fun as hell. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute ago, you were saying that that's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. Aw, that's upsetty.
Upsetty spaghetti.
That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we would need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Olive Oil? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. I think that Yuri might be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help.
Oof.
That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you're really the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That's really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you'll need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little bit more credit. Natsuki really... I clicked too fast. You didn't really mean that, did you? No, not really, but... Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things, but I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something that Sayori would say at this time. Because Sayori likes to help helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event.
You're not dumb, Yuri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope to see everyone doing their best. But with that, I didn't want to hit that. There's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. They start to follow Monica and Yuri to the door as they begin to chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't have a way to contact me.
True.
Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay?
Ooh,
You better not make it
getting them
weird or
digits!
anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house.
Yeah, it didn't really make any sense.
Yeah, right. Like I would have a guy over my house. Oh. No, it does make sense.
Does make sense.
My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me.
I'll have to tell you stuff after you finish the game.
Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a sec. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really going to show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone. I was looking forward to this.
Aw,
Wait,
cute.
really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is. So, alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyways, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Ah. Never mind.
Alright, now is probably a good time to stop. Or you can not read any of this out loud.
I was just reading it in my head.
You should still read it out loud, though.
My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no way of telling what might happen. Might end up happening when we're outside of school.
Ooh.
More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that?
What do you think?
Only time will tell.
What do you think?
But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait.
Alright, good time to stop.
Good time to stop.
Yep, right here. What do you think? Do you think it's too early, or I don't know? You think something's cooking?
I don't know.
Other than the cupcakes.
I thought you were talking about the vodka sauce in the kitchen.
I mean that too.
I'm starving.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think it really depends. I think Monica was a little bit shameless there. I don't know if I like that.
But do you think it's too early with them?
No.
Do you think it's perfect time for some stuff to happen?
Not like more than them like starting to date, I guess.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like,
other than them starting to date, I think it's fine.
Okay, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. All right, that is going to be the stream for today. Not sure if we will be back tomorrow.
It depends on the weather and stuff.
Yeah, I already oops, where is that? I already went over that kind of in chat with everyone else. So, hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. If not, probably Thursday. But until then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I need to go eat something.
We're gonna go eat.
I'm starving.
All right, I will talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a nice day.